If you're watching this right now and feel like things are going according to plan, you're not alone. This time of the year has a way of exposing pressure, financial pressure, emotional pressure, spiritual pressure. You look around and think, I did everything right, so why does it feel off? But let me remind you of something biblical. Delay is not deny, and confusion is not failure. It often is preparation. Scriptures tells us there is a time and a season for everything under the Shamayim, the heavens, I should say. And seasons don't ask for permissions before they change. One day things feel aligned, the next day everything feels uncertain. That doesn't mean you lost your way. It means you're being stretched to see clearer. Mentally and emotionally, this is the moment where many people break. They start reacting instead of discerning. They start moving out of fear instead of wisdom. And in the investment world, this is exactly when people make their worst decisions, chasing, forcing trades, abandoning their discipline, or walking away altogether. But seasoned investors know something others don't. The market doesn't reward emotion, it rewards consistency. And life works the same way. The more consistent you are spiritually, mentally, emotionally, the sharper your discernment becomes. You stop panicking at every turn down. You stop confusing noise with direction. You adjust faster because you're not emotionally attached to outcomes. You are aligned with purpose. This season you are in isn't meant to break you, it's meant to train you, train your mind, anchor your spirit, control your emotions, and when it's time to move, move with clarity, not chaos. Stay with me because today we're talking about how to navigate seasons like this without because today we're talking about how to navigate seasons like this without losing yourself and how consistency is the key that unlocks discernment, peace, and progress. Shalom, family. Yes, the seasons. As you guys know, I know in America there's four seasons, right? There's spring, there's summer, there's fall, there's winter, right? Um, but being here in Africa, it really, just me personally, it taught me how to really pay attention to, harvest season and planting season, right? And that's very biblical in a way. So you got to always tie what's going on in this current world to a biblical sense, right? And seasons change without, my permission, without your permission, right? So with that being said, you really got to understand around this time it is planting time, right? It is time to start grinding. It is time to keep your head down. Just do the work that you have to do because pretty soon it's going to be harvest season, right? It's going to be new blessings coming up. It's going to be, you know, of course, in this season, people going to tear you down. Of course, distractions is going to come your way. Of course, um, things is going to seem like, oh man, I'm trying so hard and it's just not working out, right? So, just for example, we had our last cohort of the mature adult, right? We just finished it this last Monday, um, and it really like reminds me of like it's always a battle when you're trying to do something bigger or you're trying to do something different. It's always going to be distractions. It's always going to be somebody in your ear saying something that you know that's going to make you second guess the decision the Most High told you to do, right? So in this last cohort, the wiser lady, the older lady, um, she was telling me, "Hey, man, I really just kind of just gave up. A lot of people were in my ear, and I just didn't know what to do. So I'm, kind of like praying to the Most High. I'm praying, asking Him like, if you wanted me to do this, like, why am I going through, A, B, and C? Why, the people that's telling me it's not going to work. I'm probably going to be in the same situation that I'm in now if I try to move abroad, this and that. And, just really, of course, when you get frustrated, you ask the Most High, like, why, right? And guess what happened? It was such a blessing to hear. I love testimonies like this because she was asking the Most High what's going on, right? And she needed a sign. And she said her neighbors was selling their house and they were moving and stuff, right? And they haven't talked, like it wasn't a neighbor where they come over every day or every week or every month, right? It was a neighbor they might see each other hi and that's all. And she said um one day she woke up and then she had all these moving boxes on her front porch from her neighbors, right? And that was right, or that was the day after she was praying to the Most High, asking Him like, what am I supposed to do? I need a sign. Like, am I really supposed to leave or am I really supposed to stay? And that was the sign saying, hey, boom, here's the boxes. It's time to pack up. It's time to go, right? So that was just a blessing to hear. Um, and if you are watching this, definitely comment below and share that testimony because that's powerful right there. That's what people need to hear because, of course, this time of the year, this time of this seasons, right? Um, it's going to be challenges because I hear it everywhere. Even for us, it's not like we are everything's good over here, right? Everything's good over here. No, it's not. It's always challenges, but the main thing is to be consistent in what you know and grow with that. The main thing is to be consistent and what you need to know too, because it's always growth that's going to come with new things, right? Um, or really old things too. When you think about it, you want to get rid of the old to bring in new. So if you got old wine skin, you get what I'm saying? If you got wine or old wine in the wine skin, you don't want to put new in the old. So you got to learn how to shake the old off. You got to learn how to get rid of the old before adding up to something new, right? And just like yesterday, right? I was trading and I just knew like it's certain seasons where once you be consistent and understand how the market moves, it's that season of like everything's dumping. That holiday season, of course, the news and people you hear videos saying, "Oh, it's going to be a Christmas rally and this and that. It's December. December is going to pump up, pump up, pump up." That's the stock market. That's the crypto market. You get what I'm saying? But I just knew just from like having that discernment. You get what I'm saying? Doing something consistently and realizing how things are changing, and you really just gotta sell the news, right? Um, but it's interesting how consistency will show you favor in the long run for sure. So that's why I want to do this video, because if whatever you're going through right now, you have to be consistent with. Whatever new thing that you're doing right now, you have to be consistent with. You can't say, okay, I'm gonna just do it 3 days. You really got to look at things, or I'll say 3 days a week. No, you really got to look at it at least. Just look at it. Just try to like understand something new, because you're going to learn at least every day, right? 7 days a week. Look at it 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or something. Learn it 5, 10 minutes, or something. And that's something that even for me, like recently we've been talking to some people, looking for houses and stuff like that. And uh, I know my big weakness is learning French, right? Oh, guys, look, it just doesn't resonate with me, right? But if we are going to be in this country, if we are going to be in other countries, I need to like buckle down and at least learn some type of French. So I've been telling myself I got to be consistent. And just for me, I have to change my mindset of like, okay, I'm so consistent in this area. And I guess for me, it's like trading and stuff like that, and learning to invest, and learning, just learning from mistakes, learning from wins, learning from losses, learning from learning from it all, because really all of it ties in to the word. But I have to kind of shift my consistency in a way to learn French. You get what I'm saying? Because it's very new. It's very new. I just know just a hello and little words that the local Mauritian kind of teach me, but it just doesn't. Yeah, Swahili's way easier. It just makes sense. I guess Swahili is more. Um, it's very similar to Hebrew, so it was a little bit easier for me. But French, yeah, yeah. But that's not the point in this video. The point of this video is be consistent, right? Just make sure you be consistent in anything and everything that you do. And I'm telling you, everything will increase. Everything will be okay, no matter what you're going through, no matter how you're feeling right now. And look, I am going to leave you guys with this. Every season that feels confusing is actually asking you to grow in discernment, not louder faith, not rushed decisions, but deeper clarity. When things don't go as planned, that's not your cue to panic. It's your invitation to pause, pray, think, and adjust. The strongest people aren't the ones who avoid hardship, they're the ones who learn how to move wisely through it. In life, in faith, and in the markets, those who survive aren't the fastest or the loudest, they are the most consistent. They don't abandon the process when emotions rise. They stay disciplined when results are delayed, and over time, their discernment sharpens. So if this season feels heavy, uncertain, or uncomfortable, don't panic. Don't force it, and don't compare your journey to anyone else's. Stay anchored, stay learning, stay consistent, because the same pressure that breaks some people, it builds others. And if you're willing to grow through this season, instead of running from it, you will look back and realize it didn't stop you, it positioned you. Shalom, shalom, family. Hope you guys got some information out this video. Make sure you like the video, leave your comments below. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Let me know your favorite part of the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And look, I will talk to you in the next video. Shalom, shalom. Peace.